Hey, speaking of things exploding, thunderstorms blew up across the area yesterday, and then when the sun came up this morning, a night's worth of rain left behind this great-looking shot of some low clouds there down in parts of the valley. Now, Richard Roble, who sent this photograph in to us at pics at krqe.com, says, can you explain why you have these clouds down here, then you get this clearing in between and more clouds up top? Well, that's pretty simple. These are your main clouds that were kind of passing by as the rain ended, but when all that moisture fell to the ground, it came with it some cool air, and so all that moisture kind of condensed out, and this is very common after an ice rain. And we did get some rain, but you might think the numbers are going to be a little higher than what I've got to show you out there at the Sunport, our official reporting location. And everybody always says nobody lives there. Depends on how late your flight's delayed, mind you, but only 1/1100ths of an inch of rain. And you see the numbers really not much greater than that, about 1/4 of an inch of rain around Rio Rancho. And even though last night we did have a huge thunderstorm which brought some tremendous amounts of rain, mind you, especially to east central parts of the city. We talked about the Arroyo problem earlier today. It doesn't appear that we had any reporting stations anywhere near that downpour. So officially, still about 3 inches below normal in Albuquerque, about 4 inches below normal in Roswell. Speaking of below normal, temperatures are kind of doing that right now, although we will see the temperature bounce back once we get a little more sunshine going. But here's that 1-2 punch that is going to deliver more rain for us. Obviously, we had that front end last night, but what's going to happen today is we start to bring in this little area of low pressure. That helps to enhance some of the showers out there. And then as we check out the afternoon and on into the weekend, another cold front comes in. So we continue to keep the action going out there. Here's what it looks like right now. You can see, just like popcorn getting ready to pop, we're getting the first few kernels of thunder showers starting to go out there. And with these fronts and all the moisture in place, there's sure to be more thunderstorms before this day is done. I do think the focal point, though, is going to be in the western and central parts of the state as opposed to the east. The east saw a lot of rain the last couple of days. That doesn't mean that places like Roy down through Tucumcari won't see rain. There'll be a few pop-up thunderstorms there, just not the greatest concentration. And even at this moment, down around parts of Eddy and Lee County, we're seeing a few showers developing. As far as the East Mountains are concerned, look for temperatures to run 4 or 5 degrees cooler than they have. We'll even see temperatures a shade cooler throughout much of the Rio Grande Valley, and of course, that does depend a lot on the cloud cover and rain. But rain is a pretty good likelihood, not only this afternoon, but tonight and tomorrow in Santa Fe. This evening and tonight in Albuquerque, a pretty good likelihood of getting the rain. But because the rains tend to kind of come and go and come back, if there are outdoor activities like zozobra and the isotopes and anything else, we'll keep our fingers crossed that we get them in.
Maybe we'll get lucky. Okay, thank you, Jason.